What's up? So I was working on another skill and a Claude Code, basic Claude Code tool to actually identify parts of my videos for clips and shorts. And it dawned on me, man, I should be recording myself doing this. This is the kind of stuff I intend on doing in this channel. So today, what I'm planning on doing is one, finishing out the actual skill for the clip finder, the clipper, and what it's going to do is it's going to scan my podcasts for both what I'm doing right here and for the Anything and Nothing podcast. It's going to scan those for things, for potential, high quality short videos, for shorts for YouTube. So it's basically gonna skim through the captions, figure out what might make a good clip or a good short, and then it's going to clip that, send it to me in Telegram so I can look at the preview the video clip on my phone and say yes or no, this is a good clip, and then once I approve, it'll actually clip the video and it'll post it to YouTube or Facebook or wherever I need to post it to. So I've already got all that automation in place as far as obviously editing the videos and posting the content. So what I'm working on now is something to actually select what is clippable. That way, I've got at this point I've got 7 podcasts recorded for Anything and Nothing. And then this is my 3rd video in this format that I'm doing. I'm gonna start doing these weekly as well, maybe more than weekly. I mean, like I said, this is just my workflow. This is just my personal YouTube. This is just me working. So things you can expect to see in this, and I know my mind's all over the place. If you know me, then you'll know that's kind of how I operate. But I like to say things in cursive, like I think in cursive sometimes, so I'm all over the place, squirrel, But anyhow, the way I see these videos working is as I have projects, things that I want to share, like kind of how to do and what the work looks like, I'll record doing it and then post that to my personal YouTube. And if somebody wants to see it, cool. If not, hey, that's fine too. Totally understandable. But like I said, today, I'll call you back, bruh. Today, what I'm working on is the clip tool from a Claude Code perspective. The second thing is I've got the emulator for the app up on the computer. So I'd like to kind of preview the app that I have, the One Life Left app, and kind of show you the functionality of it, what I made using Claude Code and ChatGPT and all these other AIs. And then if you guys have suggestions for an app to be created, I'll make it from scratch on here, just showing you kind of what it looks like to do so you can get an idea, or I may come up with some simple idea, some simple app to make so I can show you how easy it is to make apps. And then after I get all that stuff recorded, my bread and butter of my business is answer engine optimization and search engine optimization. It's basically like a digital marketing type thing. So I've decided I'm just going to show you guys how to do it. I think at the end of the day, I don't think it's gonna. I was hesitant of doing it because I was scared it would, detract business away from me. But at the end of the day, if I can help folks optimize their businesses, cool. The worst case scenario is somebody does it on their own, but they use my knowledge to do it. That's fine. But there's also going to be people in here in the world that don't have time to do it, and they're still going to hire me. They know I know what I'm doing because I show you step by step how to do the things. And then you've also got folks that can, benefit themselves. Like you're trying to start out a business or something like that. Some of the things you need to do from the start to optimize your business. How to set up your website. How to set up your Facebooks and stuff like that. Your social media profiles, your Instagram, and all that. So that's the theory and the logic of what I'm gonna be doing with these videos. I've changed my setup a little bit. So if you see me looking over here, that's because now my computer screen is over there. I had it on this monitor, but this monitor is a little bit smaller than that one, and I moved it closer so it'd be easier for me to see. So it should work a little smoother now. I've already loaded up some of the workflow of what I have here. And at some point, I'll uninstall some of the software that I use and reinstall it so I can make videos showing you how to install this stuff. I promise that stuff is easy though. The installation part of this is very, very simple. So you know, it's probably a 5-minute video. It does not take long at all, and it's not very complicated to do. So don't feel overwhelmed like you can't do it. I promise you can. And there's already videos out there that cover it. So you know, that's kind of why I'm not really concerned about doing it right now. But anyhow, let's get into it. So like I said, I set up my new video format. I got the American flag in the background. I like that. We're gonna roll with that for now. I may make a slew of different ones, but so essentially, I just wanted to show you kind of where we're at now. I told it what I wanted it to do. I had it create a skill that actually skims through the videos and identifies different clippable potential items. And it's got two different methodologies of thinking here. It finds candidates of the Anything and Nothing podcast based on what it thinks might, you know, have virality or something like that. For the episodes that I'm recording for Heaston Innovations or for my my personal account, it's just finding things that could be helpful, like, you know, simple instructions on doing things. It'll clip that stuff out if it thinks that it could be something that's helpful. But anyhow, that's essentially where I'm at with it. I've got terminal loaded. Installing terminal is pretty straightforward too. In fact, I can show you how easy it is to install terminal. Let's see, install. I ain't even using ChatGPT for this. Install terminal Windows. Install and get started in setting up terminal. Click that button. There you go. Right? Problem solved. Install terminal. And all terminal is something that actually runs PowerShell, and it runs all the different code cycles. I like terminal because it's better for copy pasting. It's much easier. Let me mute my phone, guys. I am so sorry. I don't think it's nothing important. No. It's just some clients that I will reach back out to a little later. Let me mute my phone here. Sorry about that. You might hear my dog snoring in the background too. He's tired. He got a lot going on. Jax is a good boy. All right, now installing Claude is pretty straightforward too. You'll see I got the Max playing here, but all you would do is go into here, get apps and extensions. And you can see all the different tools it has. You can install terminal here too. Let's see, where's it at? Claude code. Man, I'm not seeing it. VS Code, desktop app, Slack. Huh. It was in here. Well, you know what to do. How do I install Claude code? And it's probably like it's probably a command that you actually just paste into this. It's been a while since I've installed Claude code. Yep. So basically, you would just find, and you could do this in terminal, but you basically just copy paste this into here, and it installs it. All right. So once you get Claude code installed on your computer, you can open up terminal, and then I need to get back to podcast work. Open up terminal, and then you're going to start Claude. So to start Claude, you just type in Claude. Now I always put in, you put a space, dash, dangerously skip permissions. Now what that does is, like I said, if you don't use dangerously skip permissions, it'll actually prompt you for every time it wants to do something, and that takes it's very, very slow. So it's not slow, it's just you have to read every line, hit enter, read every line, hit enter, and you got to approve or deny the actions it wants to take. I try to make sure that the prompting is descriptive enough where I don't have to worry about it. Also, I've gotten to the habit of backing up my computers and things frequently, so that if something does happen and something gets messed up, I can just go back to an older state. So I'm not really worried about it. I let it run with dangerously skipping permissions. I'm not going to advise that you do that because I don't like lawsuits. If it tears up your computer, that's on you. All right. Now I haven't messed with this in a couple days because I've been working on the suit builder, and I got some progress on that too. But let me figure out where we're at here. where are we at with this project? I need to get my clip skill completed today. And it'll think and it'll tell me kind of what the next steps are. While I'm waiting on that, let's get some music playing. And you can see I hadn't made any music lately either. I've been listening to just regular music. Typically when I work, I like to listen to music. I don't want to do that on here though, because I don't want to get flagged for any type of copyright infringement or anything like that. So let's listen to. And I'm gonna make instrumentals so it doesn't really detract from the video. I don't want you hearing words and stuff like that. I've been in a let's get a pop techno instrumental. Make it long. Let's see if that works. And give me 5 minutes or more. Make it catchy. Let's see what that does. Click instrumental so it doesn't have any words. See what that comes up with. All right, so done. Skills written. Both profiles. Again, for my ANN, Anything and Nothing podcast, and for my, my personal profile are created. It's installed on Steven, which is this computer right here. Phase 1, candidate list generated. In flight now, rough previews. Okay. Re-render the previews and send them to Telegram for approval. All right, so it's going to give me a prompt. Those are older, not run from this session. Phase 1 candidate list. It's going to give me a prompt to run into Claude Code so that it can re-render those, and I will pull up Telegram too so that you guys can listen to it with me. Now I am going to drag that off screen. I don't have anything personal on there or anything like that. I really only use this to chat with my bots. I've got 2 bots, one Steven and one Adrian. Adrian's my main secretary type computer, AI computer. And you can tell, like I guess I can show you. It just tells me that it tells me I'm getting a little low on my social medias. It backs up my VPS. It scrapes the MLS and tells me about new listings and stuff like that. So that's what that does. And then I got Steven, who works on my podcast, sends me clips, makes I got a new intro for this Let me turn that volume down. I'm sorry, guys. Let me turn my master volume down. Maybe that'll help. But I've got a new intro for the Anything and Nothing podcast. It actually is going to take random clips from the episodes that I have established, and it's going to compile them into like a montage. Man, I still got a long ways to go. Where's the bottom arrow? Look at all this. This is kind of what the workflow looks like editing the podcast. It'll send me some things. It'll have me approve, disapprove, or deny, and then modify. Just tell it. And then I've got the Top Hop Tutor videos getting posted. Hold on, I think that's the bottom. Yeah, that's the bottom. Okay, so these are probably the video candidates. Where's the volume at? I don't see it on here. You know what? It's probably in this. Hang tight. There we go. Let's see what that sounds like from a music perspective. I might not have to turn my volume down anymore. I had it on full blast on here. So now I can turn this up to a regular. Hey, there we go. All right, cool. I'm gonna pause this for now though. So I got my volume turned down. Let me get my preview monitor back on. I am sorry, guys. I should have had this done already. But like I said, I'm freestyling it. So this is that display. Yep, there we go. Okay, I can see now. All right, so what I was going to do is I was going to show you on Telegram kind of what the new intro montage looks like. Let's see here. Is that it right there? There it goes. There's one of them. So it kind of goes through the different interviews. You know, I think it's pretty cool. Oh, man. Spoiler alert. That episode hadn't been released yet. And Burnagram's episode actually comes out today. Actually, it should be posted now. I need to check on that. But so that kind of thing. So now not for any of the podcasts I have already published, but for the podcast coming in the future, it's going to actually give me a montage of videos of the people that I've already interviewed. It's going to have to add a little randomized montage. It'll be different people each time, and then I'll continue to update and play with the intro and outro and all that good stuff. I'm still learning too. But anyhow, we got a prompt here. Let me get this running. All right, I've got Claude running. Let's see here. All right, so what this should do is this should give me some candidates for clips out of my video. Again, by scanning through all the different captions of the videos that I have established. I wish I didn't get as far as I did. I didn't think I got this far with creating the skill. Let's talk about skills, though. So if you want to look at skills, you can actually go into, I think it's in settings. No, it ain't in there. Maybe that's it. Let's see here. Where is skills at? Apps and extensions. Fuel plans. It's got to be in settings. Capabilities. There we go. I think it's in capabilities. Skills. There we go. Customize. Okay. So you can actually make skills for different things that you want to get done. I got an Android app builder skill, SEO skills, a skill creator skill. So different things that you can do in Claude. But let's get some music playing so we have some background noise here. And then it looks like I've got some new telegrams. Oh, that's Adrian. While we're waiting on that, let's check on YouTube to make sure my latest episode actually posted. So we're going to go to anything and nothing. Let's go view. I know I'm all over the place. This probably isn't super helpful to follow. All right, so yes, it's published 1 hour ago. Got 3 views. Burnagrams, check it out. Interesting cat. These are what I got so far. I got my good buddy Marshall, my good buddy Mark Ostendorf, Sam from Paul the Designer, Dr. James E. Fisher, and Burnagrams out now. And you guys probably saw the next podcast. The next one is going to be a cool guy, Vashawn Alexander. He's got a business. It's basically a junk removal business. We had a good conversation too. It was pretty good. So check that out. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that it actually posted. It looks like it did. So we are good to go there. Close that out. I've got Kling open too. You can see I changed. I made an intro. I made an intro for this. I like to use Kling for videos. Kling or Gemini. Gemini is pretty good for videos too. All right. Adrian's talking to me. All right. So now while I got this, I make most of my apps on Adrian. This is actually the app I want to show you guys. So I'm gonna download this to my computer. Basically, it'll create an app. I can download it, and then I will go to the file to actually open it. While I'm waiting on this other stuff to load. All right, I'm in downloads. It goes in Telegram. There's the app right there. I'm going to just drag this to my desktop here. All right, now I got that saved to my desktop. I probably could leave it where it's at. I need to remember how to run the emulator. I think there's I got it right here. Okay. I need to run the emulator, and I'm gonna do that through terminal as well. And this should open up the app emulator. Minimize that. All right, there it goes, and it's already loaded. I actually need to change the app that it's loading though, because I actually updated the app. Let me try something here. Stand by. All right, it's closed. Let's see. That's the file. And a second PowerShell window with the emulator still running. Install/update app. Okay, there we go. I shouldn't have closed it. Let's rerun it. Run that back. Oh no, I closed my terminal while it was running. Messed that up. All right, so that's going to interrupt Claude Code. I'm about to get it back started again. So let's get that back running. I messed that all the way up. I am so sorry. So sorry to you, Claude Code. Get that running. Open me a new terminal shell. This isn't intended to teach anybody either. When I do an instructional type video, I'll actually slow it down. Trust me. Okay, that's running. Now I need to open another one, and I need to actually set the path. One thing I will show people: if you ever wanted to copy a path, like, it's real simple. If you find something on your computer, you can right-click on it and just click Copy as Path. That actually it doesn't copy anything but the path to the actual saved item, so it makes it to where you can actually you know, kind of put it in there. So let's do this. We're gonna say copy that. We're gonna edit it down here. Whoops, that ain't where I want it. I want it over here. Now I can copy that. I'll cut it. Go back over here. Paste that, and it should actually load the updated app. Success. Alrighty, that closed out the app in the emulator. So now I've got my emulator. I can go to my app here, one life left, and it should load the new version of the app. What I probably should have did is I probably should have went through the initial setup. Let's see, lift weights, cardio. These are the tasks that you can do, and you can add tasks later on too. So I'm just going to add a couple here now. Maybe, I don't know. Log expenses, whatever. Next, lift weights, and then you prioritize them. So again, you can add tasks later on in the app. The initial setup just does this one time, but you can actually say, okay, I want to lift weights on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and that should be a keystone activity. That means I'm gonna get 25 points for completing it. Cardio, that's probably keystone as well, but you can select what days you want to do it on. I like to lift weights and do cardio on the same days. Log expenses every day, and I'm probably gonna call that a medium one. All right, next, and the calorie goals. So I probably need to modify this a bit. I'm glad I actually looked at this. I forgot I made this initial install, but I've set this up. You can adjust this better in the app, so I'm just going to say next for that. Reward store. What do I want my rewards to be? Let's say cheat meal. Cheat. Why is it not typing? Oh, I got to do down here. That sucks. It is an emulator. All right, since that's a pain, I'm just going to do one cheat meal. Say how much you want it to cost. That thing's going to be 2,000 points. Add that reward. Next. All right, and do you want reminders? Sure, why not? Yep. All right, so this is what the app looks like. This is the layout of the app. You've got today. This is where you can actually check off tasks that you've done. Yeah, I logged all my food, and as you log it, you get points. And then basically, as you earn points, you can go to your rewards here, and you can cash in points for whatever it is that you want to reward yourself with. That's kind of the way I set it up. It's intended to be it's intended to gamify your life. Now over here for food, basically this is the cool part. Now I haven't set this up in here yet. What you'll have to do is you'll have to go into settings, and you'll have to get an API key, but this is what I was talking about before. You can change this to percentages. Like I want protein to be 40%. Again, I keep trying to type on my keyboard here. Let's do this, 40%. Let's make this 40%. And let's make fat 20%. Check that off. Bam, that's good to go. But you come down here. I'm gonna make a video showing you how to make an API key. I am not going to put an API key in this for now. Actually, I might need to show you. But what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to use AI in the app. So when you come to food and you want to make meals and stuff like that, you can actually click a button and AI will produce a menu for you. Select what menu items you want, and then also you got your pantry. This will be created through AI as well. So this is the manual portion. Since I don't have an API key, I need to set up an API key for this thing. I guess I can do that. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set up an API key off screen. I don't want API keys getting out there. But I'll make like a fake profile and a video showing how to do API keys. Essentially, you can do that on OpenAI.com. You can use Claude APIs, whatever API it is you want to use. But if you go to OpenAI.com, log in, and then you can create an API. Let's go to API platform. I'm going to log right on in. I just got a code to my phone. I kind of want you guys to see the AI portion of this because this is pretty cool. 471-894. I'll make this as a temporary API and I'll just delete it later. But let's see here. You guys will be shocked to see how much money I spend in API usage. It's shocking to me too. All right, API keys. I'm gonna create a new key. We'll call this temp. Hit create that mother trucker. And it pops up on the screen here. I don't want you to see it, so I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna pull this off screen. I'm gonna go to more, settings. I'm gonna go down to API key. Drag this right on over here so it don't pop up on the screen. And we're gonna paste it. All right, save key. All right, now the cool thing is once I got it in there, it's not gonna display the key. It's gonna display all these dots. Key is saved. All right, AI settings is saved. So I'm gonna check mark that. Let's go back to food and see how that changed. All right, looks like I might have to close the app and reload it because it does not look like I see any differences. Let's try this. This is my first time messing with this emulator too, guys, so I apologize. Click the home button maybe? I don't know. I don't know how to use this thing. Anyhow, so part of it did load. So basically, one cool thing is now that I've got an API key in there, I can take a picture of a plate or a label or something like that with my phone, and AI will estimate the macronutrient values and log the food for me. But essentially, you're going to have to create like a menu, and it should pull. If you go to the plan, oh, here we go. Yep. If you go to the plan, you can select kind of what you want. So let's do a AI suggested recipes and let's see what we got here. So we want meals. Let's do I don't know, low carb meals. Now let's just do meals. Let's go through what protein preferences I want. So we'll say chicken, beef. I don't like fish. Let's do turkey. I got chicken, so let's do eggs. Any other size that you want here? Man, it's scrolling really fast. All right, carbs. Let's go rice, sweet potatoes. You can type in stuff here too if you want to. How you spell quinoa? I don't know. You put whatever you want to in here. Beans. All right, and then come down here and it's like cooking and prep style. You want quick meals, you want meal prep, you want air fryer meals, simple ingredients, you know, and you can type in more. I want 7 recipes, why not? Full send. All right, so I got all that filled out. Check. And then generate. Now what this is going to do is this is going to actually give me 7 recipes. What it's supposed to do is, so this is interesting to test this out. It's supposed to look at your pantry, see what all items you have in your pantry, and then, basically make a plan based off of that. Now it should also tell you if you don't have the ingredients in your pantry to make the meal, and it's going to allow you to make a shopping list. So now you can take your app to the store and you got a shopping list. Also, I reached out to a couple of the stores, Instacart and things like that, to get API keys to their platforms, because eventually what I'd like to have it do is I'd like for inventory to be like a shopping aid app, where if you're running low on paper towels or whatever, you can add in stuff that you need, and then you set up your meal prepping into the app, and then it'll generate a shopping list, or you can just drop that into Instacart or Walmart or Target or whatever you're shopping at, and get the stuff delivered to your house. So that's all that's in progress. But let's save all these into the menu, and now you can see that you can log it, right? If you wanted to take a look at it, we could actually looked at it. The ingredients and all that good stuff. Seasoned chicken with salt and pepper, garlic powder, air fry at 375 until cooked. Steam microwave broccoli. Serve chicken over rice, broccoli, and drizzle with olive oil. Simple ingredient, and it gives you the macronutrient breakdown and all that good stuff. So that's like I said, I got 7 meals here. I didn't look at any of them. So this gives you all the ingredients that you need. And it should have populated this, but oh no, that's for adding ingredients. So let's go back. Say I ate this. It says it's got 58 grams of protein, 52 grams of carbs, and 16 grams of fat. So basically, once I've got all my recipes for the week, my plan for the week built out, I've got my recipes set out, I can click log, and that actually logs that I ate that meal. So if you go to today, you'll see here's my running tally of my macronutrient ratios. I can actually log food from here too. Click whatever I want, whatever it is I'm trying to log. Now on plan, I told you guys before about this book, Burn the Fat, Feed the Muscle. So there's different targets that you need to set based on your body type. And then I've got like a rotating diet that I take. So I fast one day, I eat very low carb the next day, I taper in my carbs, like a lighter carb day the day after that, and then I eat regular carbs for 3 consecutive days until I get to a cheat meal day. And the cheat meal day is not a cheat day, it's just one meal where you can eat basically not however much you want, but whatever you want. So say I want to eat some pizza, eat me 2 slices of pizza or something like that, that's my cheat meal. I want to get some pasta and have some type of something like that, that's my cheat meal. But in food and plan, somewhere in here, I gotta rethink the way I did this, because I just modified this thing pretty heavily. You should be able to click into cycle, and it's got an AI nutrition coach. Click on that bad boy, and you can say what it is that you're trying to do. Let's say I'm 250 pounds. My goal weight's 215 pounds. My target body fat is 10%. My current body fat is, I don't know, I'm just making something up here. This isn't me. 30. I am pretty high, but I don't know what my actuals are. I hadn't weighed in a couple of days. Training days, we'll say 4 training days. Man, I hate the scrolling on this emulator. Cardio, we'll do moderate, daily activity, light, high proteins, my diet style. Let's say fasting, we'll do a fast day. We'll do, how often am I do this? Bi-weekly, I guess. Cooking, I like quick, budget, medium. Groceries, that's flexible, who cares? All right, food constraints, food you like. I like chicken. Oh, I can't type. I'm not gonna type all that in. I don't think it's necessary anyways. How do I close this? I guess I'm gonna have to put something in here now. Now I clicked on it. We'll put chicken in there. I like chicken. Chicken. All right. Generate plan. All right, there we go. So it gives you your goals. Here's the part that that's important. Suggested weekly schedule. So this is what I talk about with the carb cycling. So cycling your carbohydrates. I've gotten to 10% body fat before, and this is how I did it. So that's why I made the app like this. And I'll probably restructure it at some point to allow you to do your own thing and choose what you want. But that's basically how I did it, and how I'm seeing success again doing it. Like I'm down. I don't know my body fat percentage because my scale messed up on me, but I'm down 165 pounds at this. No, sorry, 115 pounds at this point. I went from 350 to 235 is what I weighed last time I stepped on the scale. So I'm getting closer and closer to my goal. But you come down, you can save it, start over. I'm gonna apply it to the macro cycle. Close this bad boy out. Now when I go to log my food, it should be based off whatever day it is. It should be based off the goals for that day. So anyhow, that's kind of, I made this app using Claude. It's pretty cool. Let's edit this and say the cheat meal costs 25 points so I can show you what that looks like. All right, so I got 25 points. I want to have a cheat meal, redeem that. I went and had my cheat meal. Bam, you good to go. We in the game. It crashed there though. That ain't good. I mean, I'll add that to the bug list I gotta fix. But again, like I said, you can work this thing out. It subtracts the points. You get a ranking here. If you complete all your keystone tasks, it will actually let you. It will give you a multiplier, and it'll give you a new level here. So right now I'm a recruit because I just started out on my personal app. Let's see what it's calling me right now. Because I've been using this thing. I'm disciplined. I got 980 points. I'm saving up for a trip to Thailand. It's 4,000 points. So I'm not even going to do cheat meals. I'm not going to do cheat meals because I want to be able to not, I want to be able to stick to my diet. So anyhow, so that's the concept of the app, gamifying your life. You can actually look at it has a finance section, tasks. This is where you add tasks. So you can create new tasks. You can give them point values and stuff like that. It's got a finance section for you to track your spending. It has a review section so you can review your progress day to day based on your diet, your body composition, all that good stuff. Track your expenses, your finance, how you're saving, everything like that. Settings, backup, and app info. So again, like I said, that's just, I just wanted to give you guys a simple rundown. I made this app in maybe 2 days of effort, and I've only spent time working on it in between other tasks. So and really it's been like, I haven't spent a lot of time on that at all. Most of my time's been on this suit builder, and last week I was working on this, and I wanted to finish this today, but the actual podcast thing, I'm not sure how far in I am. I think, oh man, this video is gonna be a little longer, but that'd be all right. Man, how long is this song? Is it on repeat? Oh, it's on repeat. Let's listen to the other version. All right, so I wanted to finish this, so let's see here. Why has it not sent me a video yet? Paste the phase 1 list back into chat. Point me at the file. Okay. I should have been looked at this, guys. I apologize. I do want to get through this in this video, so I'm gonna focus now. I'm gonna laser focus just on this. I know Fable's unavailable. Thank you, U.S. government. All right. So it's going to have it re-render it. So I lost track of where I was. It's been days since I looked at this. So it lost track of where I was. So it's going to rerun the skill to try to find some potential clips. While that works out, I do want some. Let's say, I don't know. I like rap, guys. I'm sorry. Let's do. I like trap instrumentals. Modern. Vibe, high energy, vibe music. Instrumental selected. Let's generate and see what that comes up with. All right, so the skill fix phase 1 should always write shorts. It's part of the normal run, so it didn't save the potential candidates last time it ran, so it should fix that as well. So it's working on that. As you can see, I got the max plan, guys. You're not gonna be able to have this many workflow streams on a lower tier plan. You're gonna run out of context very fast. In fact, I will show you how much context I have in the max plan, as long as it does not display any of my sensitive information. So I'm gonna look over here before I show it to you. Usage. I don't see any sensitive information. I don't think there's anything sensitive there. So this is what it looks like. I am. You get 5-hour sessions. I'm 1% used with all the stuff I got going on. This is the highest tier that they have. It's $200 a month, so it's not cheap, but you can get a lot done with it. So, and it has different models. You can actually pay for additional usage. So even with the max usage account, the amount of work I've been putting in on the suit builder and the podcast episodes and all the stuff that I'm doing simultaneously. Again, I've got 4 different computers running simultaneously. Well, 3 right now. I typically have 4. But I've got Claude running different tasks on each of these computers, from SEO, AEO updates to websites, creating blog posts, creating social media posts. And I need to improve the social media posts. I know those suck. I'm working on that. But video editing, all the different things, all the different tasks that I have these things set up for, making apps. It also, I've got tasks set up to research new trends in AI and peptides, because it's things that I'm interested in. Speaking of which, if you guys want to get on peptides, let me know. Reach out to me. I've got a good bit of experience in peptides, as far as personal experience in peptides. I'm no doctor, but if you have questions about peptides, reach out to me. I'll make some more peptide videos sometime in the future as well. But I've got all this stuff running simultaneously, and I still ended up paying $17 in the past, however many weeks. I still went over my max allotment of usage. I get 20 times the regular usage in the tier that I'm at. So, regular usage is much less than what that is. All right, let's check out the music. That seems like it's going to take a minute. Neon backboard. Oh, all right. Suno got some good beats, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna hold you. Okay, this might take some time. I might have to pause the video here and come back to this and just fast forward through it or something like that. That's probably what I'm gonna do. We'll let this run for a second, and I'm gonna keep it recording. I'll just, I don't know, speed up the recording here from this point right here to when it picks back up. But I'll be right back. I'm thirsty anyways. Be right back. All right, I'm back. I got my drink. It looks like it has sent some notification to Telegram. And just as a heads up, let's see here. Sorry, I forgot. I'm back. Just as a heads up, let's open Telegram up. The way I'm going to edit that little cutout in this video is when I run the video editing thing in Claude, the skill in Claude, I'm just going to tell it to look for the time when I said I'll be right back, and then I'm back, and tell it to cut all that mid-time out. It'll do it automatically for me. I'll tell it to fade to black and fade back in, and watch how it does. You should be able to see, well, you will see how it does. All right, you can see it's popping up a message here. Well, you don't see the message. It's popping up in the other side. It's popping up potential clips. So it's just it's basically rendering the clips. It looks like it's on Dr. Fisher's episode is where it's finding these clips. So I can go through the clips and see what it's saying.
A lot of humans starting to treat these artificial things, these bots. I just call everything bots.
Yep.
Treating bots as humans and starting to have indecent relationships.
Yeah.
So that's a model case. We don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
Right. Yeah. We'll talk about that another time.
Yes. Sure.
Yeah. I agree with you. That has the personification, the humanization of AI has caused a lot of special issues with younger
You got it
Americans.
Right. The personification.
Yeah.
And the other word in philosophy is reification.
Yeah.
Personification.
Right.
Makes
All right. My volume's a little low, but like I said, it's because I got the volume lower here, so the audio on the music doesn't blast our eardrums. But you get the idea. So it is spitting out clip after clip after clip. By the way, shout out to my mom. She's been watching the podcast. She told me how to get these wrinkles out these curtains over here. So next time I have a guest, the curtains won't have these wrinkles here. So I knew they were there. I actually had an iron and tried to iron them out before this episode. But she
Right,
told me
right, right.
throw them in the wash and then just hang them out, and they're a lot better. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna put them on an ironing board and
As,
iron them too, get all them wrinkles out.
personification
But anyhow,
and humanization of
you can
AI
actually
has
see.
caused a lot
Here's
of
what I'll do. I'll let's listen to the next one together. I'm gonna pause the music for a second. I'm gonna turn the volume up so it's actually at a decent. I gotta close my preview. At a decent level here. I don't think that's ear bursting level. Let's see what it came up with. Let's listen to. Let's listen. Dang, it's getting a lot from this conversation. This conversation does not surprise me that it got a lot from
Because
this
a
one.
lot of humans starting to treat these artificial things, these bots. I just call everything bots.
Yep. Okay, that's the same clip. Is it the same clip over and over again? That'd be frustrating.
Right. But while I was in boot camp,
Nope.
the drill instructor, one thing they had a favorite thing to do was come into the hut where we lived with the barracks, beds and all,
Yeah.
and yell, "Air raid!"
Oh
Now
man.
that was a cue
remember
to
that.
what we were supposed to do,
Right.
and what we were supposed to do was get into,
All right.
open our locker.
Let's see what else
where
I
our
got.
clo-
I remember this moment.
Did you miss the cold any?
I missed it.
No, that ain't gonna be a good one.
You're
because
right.
there's a lot of humans starting to treat these
That's the same one. That's the first one.
Silicon Valley
Yeah.
and becoming millionaires
Right.
and billionaires and
Mhm.
controllers of, hell, they're the autocracy now.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we can get in that maybe, but I mention that because their tendency is, I watch after watch this carefully, their tendency is more and more to borrow words from psychology and philosophy
Right.
to say what they're doing,
Yeah.
and they don't do the analytical work of how they're using those words.
Right.
Simulate and hallucinate, for
Yeah.
example. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was, but it wasn't treating my subject matter that I like, philosophy.
Let's take the
There's
bottom
Right.
a
one.
lot of humans starting to treat these.
Here we go. Let's take this third one right here. I think it labeled it CO3. Yep, it labeled it CO3. I can see it right there.
You're right.
There's a lot of humans starting to treat these
All right, we're going to take CO3 and we're going to try and run with that. So let's go back to Claude. Oh, not that Claude. Right here. Okay, I got some clips now. I like a bunch of them. Let's work out the editing of the clip. Because it has to resize the clip, it has to trim it, it has to make sure it's the right size for YouTube, Facebook, all the things it's going to post to. Speaking of which, I'm on all these platforms from my personal standpoint: Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, all that stuff. We're going to actually resize the clip so that it's the right framing, the right size for each of these platforms, so that I can post it on my personal sites. And then, I'll actually post it on the Anything and Nothing podcast YouTube as well. So we need to set all that up. I haven't set that up yet, so this is actually good. I have some clips now, I like a bunch of them. Let's work on editing of the clip. For now, we will just focus on C3, I think it was. C3, yep, 48 second. C3. So we need to resize it for all the platforms. Add in, what do they call that text? Add in caption text. The popular, I don't know how to describe it, bubble kind used on most videos. And get it posted across all my socials, including the ANN podcast, YouTube, but also my personal social media accounts. This is a much bigger job than edit C3. A few pieces will silently fail wrong. Okay, resize C3. What's clean, doable now? Resize burn the bubble style words, deliver the renders to Telegram for your approval. Aspect ratios, all platforms isn't one size. No shit. Sorry. Duh. I want all of them, buddy. For posting, render Telegram your approval first, then auto post. YouTube short after you okay it. Approve first, then auto post. Approve first, then auto post to YouTube. Push post to other platforms via Content 360. Now, I think I've talked to you guys about Content360.io. I believe I've got it set up on Steven. Content 360, change the picture. Okay. Okay. For now, just post it through, just post the YouTube. And I will post, I hate when it does that. I will post to Content 360 on my own. Adrian is set up with Content 360 access. I'm currently recording a video, so we can't type. We will set up Content 360 on Steven later. You can also like add it as you know, tasks for it to remember, like say, hey, remind me when we're done validating the process and have the pipeline built to revisit setting up Content 360 skill on Steven. It's thinking about the other stuff. I'll have it. I'll just keep that there. Keep that queued up there to damn, I got my music back up again. I like it though. Let me know what genres of music you want to hear in the background. Let's see what the second one came out like. All right. Veto later. You're recording, so I'm making the caption calls myself. Veto later if you want the difference. See, I love this thing, man. This thing is friggin' phenomenal. All right, it gave me a prompt to give to Claude to get that kicked into gear. Let that run. So what this is going to do is, and it might mess it up. It should, if it remembers based off the other. I made a skill to cut out clips, like when I made the Anything and Nothing podcast, basically commercial, I guess you can call it. But I made a skill for it to actually figure out, you know, where the center of the user is. Like if I look at myself right now, in this picture, I'm a little off center, right? Like I should be right here. I'm gonna scoot my chair over. I should be right here. That's the center. Now, you got a guest on a podcast, they're going to be moving all over the place. They're going to be over here. They're going to be over here. You know, there's no telling where they're going to be at in relation to the camera whenever the clip is actually set. So it actually should attempt to find the eyes to figure out where this person is in the center of the screen. And then it's going to assume that that's the position. If it's not, I'll tell it, hey, the person is not centered. If it chops like the video and it's like, this portion of their body is cut off or something like that, and it looks like, you know, they're off the screen a little bit, I'll have it send me some pictures. I'll say, hey, the person is off center. The scene needs shifted to the right, and I'll say, give me 5 examples shifting slowly to the right until I can find the right one, and it'll send me screenshots of that scene with the person shifted, and then I can say option C, option B, or shift it further. And once I figure out where exactly they're at, option D, ship it, and it'll actually recreate the video with it cut in that area. So, you know, that's just kind of what the workflow looks like with this. But let's see, she's working away. All right, while this works, I am actually going to get back to work on my suit editor. Actually, I can't. That's on my laptop. I've actually got a cut tool. Man, I wish I could show you guys that. I should have loaded it on Steven too. Oh well, but I've got a tool, so I'm not gonna be able to work on that while this runs. I might step away until I get the Telegram notification saying that it's completed. I might step away and then fast forward through this part of the video again and just go back to my laptop and start back working on the suit cutter. I don't know how long this is gonna take, because this is going to, like I said, it should be pretty fast because it's only a 46-second clip. But it's going to read it all. It's going to read the captions. It's going to convert the captions into those bubble letters. It's going to drop that into the video. It's going to make 4 different videos for it. It's going to make the different aspect ratios of the videos so that you got one full size one for the YouTube. You've got the skinnier ones for Instagram and Facebook Reels. And then TikTok actually has its own. TikTok and X actually have their own size as well. So it'll make a video for each one of those. Excuse me, and it's going to send those to my phone to approve or deny, and I can make any adjustments that I want to. It's super simple making it. Now here's something to call out to. A lot of folks are probably going to criticize me for using AI to feed into AI. There's a reason I do that. I could theoretically just type straight into Claude Code. That's what Claude Code was invented for. It was made to be a go-between. It was made to actually code for people, so you can use a regular language, a regular speaking language to code. So technically speaking, I could just type straight into Claude Code, and typically I do. But what I have found is I like to hash out prompts ahead of time in a different AI. I found that gives me more success in building the things that I need to build than trying to hash it out directly with the actual Claude Code. Because what happens is if you start to try to hash out problems in Claude Code, it's going to continue to render. So you see how long it's taken to render this. Actually, it looks like it's almost done. You see how long it takes to render this. Imagine that for an hour and 30-minute podcast, like my podcast with Burnograms. It takes time. So the better I can get at getting it right the first time, the better off I am. Now, again, this computer and my other computers have access to my shared hosting, to my web server, so I can actually push edits to my web pages. It's not quite as straightforward as this for the web pages. I actually, like I said, you can build web pages with this. You can build web tools with this, and I do, and I have. But it is helpful to have some background knowledge in how HTML, HTMLS, JavaScript, all that stuff works, so that you can describe exactly what it is you're trying to do. And again, I think I've said this before. When it comes to what, for me, the best language learning models, the best AIs to use are different for each use case. So image generation, you got Gemini, you got ChatGPT. ChatGPT and Gemini is probably the best, in my opinion, for image generation. But like I said, it always puts a little Gemini symbol in the bottom right corner. I hate that. I'm paying for Gemini. I pay for Gemini. I pay for ChatGPT. I pay for Anthropic. I'm making money on using these things by using the AI to service businesses. But I'm paying for this service, and you're putting your logo on it. Like, that's pretty messed up, in my opinion. So I really think, hopefully Gemini, I know Gemini don't care what I think, but hopefully Gemini hears this and they take that function out. Because like, if I'm a paying customer, why are you putting your logo in my image? But anyways, I went on a tangent there. ChatGPT and Gemini are probably the best for images. ChatGPT has recently stepped their images up in a big way. I think Anthropic is working on something for images right now, so I'd be surprised if Anthropic doesn't take the lead there. Claude Code has been the best that I have found for coding, but from what I hear, ChatGPT's Codex is actually better than Claude Code at this point. And it goes back and forth. It's not stagnant. It's not like this is the best, so this is the best forever. They continue to develop and everything, so everything changes. Claude is better at coding, in my opinion. Claude is better overall, in my opinion, at pretty much everything except for image generation. But you can actually use Claude to generate videos using this same concept, setting up the software on the computer and letting Claude Code create the videos. Claude can actually create intro videos and stuff like that. It can create animations. And in fact, I probably need to get with Lance and talk to him about that, because I'm not sure what AI he's using to generate his cartoons, but he could probably create something a lot better using Claude Code. So holla at me, Burner Grams. Holla at me, Grams. I'll hook you up and help you out. But you know, depending on the use case, I think ChatGPT is better at writing. So anytime I'm looking at making something like writing a blog or something like that, social media content, I use ChatGPT. I think Gemini is better at probably AI optimization than others, and I think people sleep on Gemini. Gemini, keep in mind, Gemini is Google, man. Google is massive. It's probably one of the biggest companies in the world. But Gemini, you know, when people search, it used to be optimizing for Google searches, right? Like, so if you want to, I've found if you want to optimize for AEO and SEO and GEO and all these things, you can use Google. Now, how I learned to do this, there's no book on optimizing for answer engines. There's no book on optimizing for GEO, and there may be books on large language models, but you know, as far as like actually doing the work and implementing it for a business, that there is no such thing to my knowledge. But for me, Gemini is probably the best for learning. I haven't tried Anthropic. I've used ChatGPT. ChatGPT is better for like you can load up ChatGPT. I've got ChatGPT teaching me how to speak Thai. I've got ChatGPT helping me, you know, prepare for interviews, prepare for objection handling and stuff like that. And it's very good at that. You can turn the voice on and actually talk to it and things like that. It's very good for that type of thing. Gemini, you can actually tell it, hey, I want to learn how to optimize a business for AI searches. And maybe we'll do that in a video one day. But hey, I want to learn how to optimize. I want to learn how to optimize for answer engine. I want to learn how answer engine optimization works and how to actually implement it in my business. And I'm stealing this from somebody else, but the prompt that I like to use is teach me like I'm 8 years old, then teach me like I'm a high school graduate, then teach me like I'm working on my doctorate thesis, and then teach me like I'm a high level executive trying to get this project completed so I don't get fired. And test me at each phase to ensure that I understand the concepts. And Gemini actually, it'll teach you, it'll walk you through it. You can turn the voice on too and listen to it, so it feels like it's actually a classroom environment. It'll give you graphics, it explains the concepts, and then it gives you a multiple choice question at the end. If you don't pass it, you can go back over to the information again in a different way. It'll present the information in different ways. So that's why I think Gemini is best from a learning perspective. So that's my rant on that. That rant was long enough for this to actually complete. So let's take a look at Telegram and see what it came up with. All right. See, off center. Now this one's fine because this is the entire screen, but I'm glad it did this. So it should say the aspect ratio on there somewhere. Word prop video, and the bubbles are fine. I probably, you know, I'll leave that like it is for now. That's fine. Yeah, it says it right there. 916 and 4.5 are not centered. Okay, so 916 and 4.5 are off center, and the video will need to be shifted to the right from my perspective. Let me see. Let me make sure that's accurate. And I think it's on both of them. I may need to shift it to the right for him and to the left for me. I don't know. It looks like I'm fairly centered.
You're right. A lot of humans starting to treat these
I need to shift to the right as well. So we're both off, which that makes it a little easier. So let's see here. For both Dr. Fisher and myself, give me some screenshots, with options so I can select the appropriate crop. And I already put that other thing in there about the content 360. So you saw it said manage memory. It logged it for later. So now it knows we need to get content 360 posted on this computer. I don't care how long this video is, guys. Like, you know, I'm doing this either way. I might as well memory's full. It'll be okay. It'll save it in this thread. All right. Now the crop, you want to see frame options. I'm doing this work either way, so I might as well record while I'm doing it, right? And this is just really, I'm probably going to work on this for another 15, 30 minutes or so, then eat lunch. And then I'll go back to working on the suit builder on my other computer. And I'll tell you this, I'll actually load all the tools and stuff that I made on my laptop to Steven, so I can actually record doing that as well. So that going forward, that's what I'll do. I'll make sure I got everything on here, so I might start live streaming this stuff. I don't know. I mean, I'm freestyling. I'm not editing this crap at all. I'm gonna edit out that time when I was gone. I might speed up the video from that point to 20 times speed or something like that. You know what I mean? All right. So that's gonna give me some different. That's gonna give me different crop points and give me a preview. Exactly what I was talking about. I'm super happy that happened. It looked like we were centered to me. But you know, it's not. So we'll have to play it by ear. We'll have to adjust it a little bit. And again, typically speaking, the reason I've been able to get so much done in such a short period of time using AI and how I suggest you use the workflow, don't just dilly-dally around scrolling on your phone and stuff at this point. Work on something else. You can open, I won't say you can open an infinite number of tabs and have a bunch of different things running simultaneously. Because there is going to be a capacity limit for your computer. This computer that I'm running on is this computer's a beast. Like I bought this computer specifically for recording videos and podcasts and stuff like that. So this computer right here, I could probably open 20 tabs and it wouldn't even phase it. You know what I mean? But my laptop, I probably don't want to open more than 3 at a time, something like that. I mean, it's a pretty decent computer too. It's a Lenovo. But the limitations on how much work you can do simultaneously, that's actually just based on your it's based on your computer's capacity. Oh, I just noticed something here with Content 360 or not Content 360, OSB. I'm not recording through OSB because when I upgrade I need to you can just upgrade the video quality, but I get better video quality recording directly from my board here. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm recording directly from my board. But I just noticed I might start recording through OSB because you can actually, it's going to look like a chain link thing, but you can actually down adjust the desktop volume here. That's pretty cool. And I got my audio coming from the microphone here. That's pretty cool. But anyhow, while this is running, typically speaking, what I'll do is I'll work on another project. What is this? Oh, this is the APK thing. I'm not going to work on the app either because the app, that's what I can show you. All right. How am I working on 4 computers simultaneously? How's that work out? All right. What I like to do is I like to go to, I don't have it readily available on this. I know it's installed. I installed it on all the computers. Chrome Remote Desktop. So I installed this app so that I could remote into, I need some new music playing. We'll just generate a couple of these. I got the Chrome Remote Desktop app so that I could log into my computers remotely from Thailand. That's essentially what I got it for. The second that I installed it, I realized the potential. So the potential being, I've got 4 different computers. I've got 2 desktops and I've got 2 laptops that I basically run simultaneously. On one laptop, I can run as many computers as I want. So Steven is this device. I've got Adrian right here working now. I don't know what Adrian's working on. I can remote into this computer and I can run. This is the app I was working on. This is the suit builder that I was working on. So from my laptop, I can trim on my laptop, and also like say I want to record a video from Thailand. The longest thing that's going to take is the upload of the video from my computer or from my Wi-Fi from the disk to the cloud to Steven. Because once it gets on Steven, I can run it on like Steven is built for this. So once I get the video file actually on the computer, I can remote into the computer and I can run the editing software. And the reason why that's powerful is this computer, if I wanted to create an app right now, I could create an app on Adrian while recording this video on Steven. And what that allows me to do is there's no the app creation doesn't bog down the computer I'm working on because I'm doing it remotely through a whole nother computer. That's why I have Claude Code set up on all these computers. I got Claude Code, I've got Terminal, Claude Code, I've got all the different apps and things set up on all the computers so that I can remote to any computer at any given time and run any task on any of them. So that's the purpose of that, and that's why it's so powerful. So, all right, it looks like it sent 2 shot moments. I don't see a notification from Telegram. Was I talking through it? Scan CO3 for 2 shot moments. Render 12 crops options. Telegram sent 12. Verify. Okay. Huh. Oh, you know what? It just put them on the computer here. I hate when it does that. Yeah, this is one of those instances where I can say, send me the cropped images in Telegram. Or, I mean, you know, I'm on the computer now, so I can load it right here, but I just wanted to show you guys an example of when I would do that. All right, here's the cropped images. So let's see, It doesn't look like it cropped it at all. That's not cropped. Huh. Crop select. On it, generating 12 stills against stock frame and sending 9 scan frames. Reply with your pics. It doesn't matter which pictures for these. Well, actually it does. I see what it's saying now. Okay, hold on. Let me just pick a couple. I'm tracking Claude. Sometimes I'm a dummy and it's not. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it's spitting them out now. All right, that is not what I wanted. So you can see what it did there. It made it smaller and blurred out. Like, that looks friggin' stupid. All right, this is more so what I liked, right? So it cropped it and shifted it over. Let's see, John. Don't like that. The blurred fill. All right, so 916C x equals 656. Check this out. Copy. Paste. Haha. All right, 405C x28. That's not quite there either. But that's the closest one I see here. So I'm gonna copy these. Paste. These 2 images are the closest. Now it's starting to telegram me those. They still need shifted slightly to the right. Please have Steven give me a few options to choose from, shifting these to the right. Then please include stills when I am in the shot as well, so that I can ensure the shifting is correct when I'm talking as well. No need to push through Telegram. I'm at Steven. That way I don't have to keep hearing these dings. Like, it chimed. It sent me all of them. It sent me 13 files here. And I can go through and see which one I like the best. Like, that's a great one. Just straight up curtains. But anyhow, I like to do it like this, especially when I'm remote, because if I'm remote, it is a little more difficult. I can still do it, but it is a little more difficult to access folders when you're remote. copying and pasting into that. Like I said, you can see you can still do it, but it's just a little more difficult. So I like to have it sent straight to my Telegram, so that way I can pull up Telegram and I can actually scroll through and see what it looks like on my phone, and I can say, bam, that's the one I want to go with. All right, it said the obvious. It said, "Hey, you want to crop you in, Dr. Fisher, but you're the only one, or Dr. Fisher's the only one in the screen." No shit, Sherlock. Let me take this hat off. Actually, you know what? Nah, let me rock my hat. It's this little bump thing, like wearing headphones with the hat. I don't see how folks do it. It's pushing down on my head. But I need to get with Lucci and get me a haircut. Lucci, get me in, man. I need a haircut. You see my beard's getting long. My girlfriend don't like it, but it's okay. I need to get Lucci on the podcast. He'd be an interesting cat to talk to. He's got a good story, so I'm gonna hit him up after this, see if he wants to come on the podcast. Speaking of which, if you guys want to come on the podcast, just fill out that form. Anything and nothing podcast.com /b-a-guest. I'll have it put a link, so the link will be up. Link will be up right here somewhere. The link will pop up for you to come on. If you want to come on the show, anything and nothing podcast.com /b-a-guest. Also, if you don't want to listen on YouTube, you don't listen to YouTube, you're on Spotify, all the other stuff. You can also go to anything and nothing podcast.com /listen, and you can see all the places where we're at. We're in several places. We're all over the place right now. Let's listen to Vortex Drive, and then I'm gonna show you where all we are. Anything and nothing podcast.com. Let's go to listen. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Pocket Cast, and Rumble. So plenty of ways to listen. Tune in, guys. Tune in. I don't expect nobody's watching at this point. This video is probably extremely long, but hey, it's cool. Like I said, I'm just going to keep recording. All right, so it popped up the crop series. We got a new crop series here. All right, I'd say Dr. Fisher is pretty damn well centered right there. So I'm gonna copy this. That's the 4/5 cropped x equals 600. This is perfect centering for Dr. Fisher. Lock that in. This is the 4x5, but it should be centered at this point on the 9x16 as well. Because technically speaking, it's centering it, centering is just centering it, so it should be the center of the 916 as well. Let's see what it came up with for me. Rob still look fine at this crop too, and that is the case. So I'm looking at this. This is probably the best crop for me. I probably need to go a little bit to the left, but it's okay. I'm on the screen temporarily. You can see I'm pointed towards him, engaged with him. I like that. All right, so now we got the full phase 2. It can actually produce the video. And you can see it already started writing. It knows the assignment. Claude understands the assignment. Am I still on me? My bad, guys. You can't even see what I'm doing. See, I had the file open over that, but let me show you. It spit this out in the middle of my tirade. Matter of fact, you can see, like, this one is the most centered. Like, he's right in the center of the shot. This is perfect. And then for me, I'm a little off to the left here, but that's decent for me. Like, my head's kind of centered, kind of not. It'd be all right. I'll call that good enough. What was that pop up? I didn't want to open that. Library. You know what I'm gonna make? I'm gonna make me. So I've got this artist. I made a new genre. Viking hip hop. Not Viking hip hop. Viking. I don't know. Nordic style. I don't Nordic Viking style music. It's dude's name is Ragnar. So I'd play it, but it's got some It's got some words on it. I don't really want words playing. I feel like that's a distraction. All right, after you watch all three and approve, the next prompt posts the 916 to ANN YouTube as a short. ANN tokens, good. Brief flight API get verifies bug. Then I'll hand the files to Content 360. Actually, I'll hand them to Adrian. Tell Adrian to get it done. All right, I'm putting a cap on this. 14 more minutes. 14 more minutes, and then I'm headed to go eat some lunch. Bum, 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 bum. All right, render 3 locked MP4s. I know what I can do while I wait. Is this the actual app editing page? Damn, that was fast. No, this is just the emulator setup. I think I did the app in ChatGPT this time. I got a bunch of shit going on here. Yeah, okay, this is the app redo. This is what it looked like building the app. I hashed out what the structure of it should be, and then copy pasted that into Claude code. All right, I said they're done. Let's see what we got here. All right, here we go.
You're right.
There's a lot of humans starting to treat these artificial things, these bots. I just call everything bots.
Yep.
Treating bots as humans and starting to have indecent relationships.
Yeah.
You know that.
Oh yeah.
Well, see, that's a model case. We don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
Right. Yeah. We'll talk about that another time.
Yes. Sure.
Yeah. I agree with you. That has the personification, the humanization of AI has caused a lot of especially issues with younger
You got it
Americans.
right. The personification.
Yeah.
And the other word in philosophy is reification.
Yeah.
Personification works.
Right.
Making it personal something.
That's not a person.
Well, we do that with cars.
Oh
and
yeah, 100%.
everything else.
Yep.
So it's easy done. It's dangerous as hell when we start doing with AI.
Man, we got a clip, bro. I like that.
Humans starting to treat these artificial things.
And see, here's the 4 or 5 size one. So this one will actually be for
treating bots as humans.
that one will be for like
Have indecent relationships.
X and
You know that.
TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Well, see, that's a model case. We don't want to.
That's perfect. So I'm gonna run with it.
Right.
All right.
Right.
After you watch and approve, it's approved. Ship it. All right. Title, description. I'm gonna say public now. Title and description. Tell me you want to. Either way, here's the ship prompt. I want you guys to see this whole process through and see like how simple all this is. And I guess simple to me might not be simple to somebody else, so I apologize if you're not able to kind of do this, but it's pretty straightforward to me. All right, so now it's shipping it. Make the title and description. I'll have it make the title and description. It should be something like Alright, so that's going to be pulling from a different area on Steven, so I feel like I can run that simultaneously as this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open another one of these. Dun, 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 dun. We're going to run that right there. Crystal methane. I like the little words they use here too. Herding. So as you can see, like you can run multiple simultaneously. Crystallizing. Got the CO3 record. like this beat. Let's listen to, what one we listening to? We're at that one. Let's listen to that one. There we go. That's my type of vibe. Got the horns and whatnot. See if I can make this a little bigger for you guys. That's what I should have did the whole time. There you go. Alright, won't publish placeholder. Your task messages contain literal placeholders. Alright. Good catch. Stopping. Won't publish. Ain't publishing no placeholders. So it's gonna tell me GFY until you get an actual title. I'm just letting him know. That prompt isn't ready to run yet. Wait on the title description. No shit, dude. Sorry. Again. Apologies. Alright, here we go. There's the report. Now I can give this to him. Whoops. Wrong button. Apologize. Give that report to this guy right here. Personifying that AI. It'll come up with a... It's dangerous as hell. Dr. Fisher on AI relationships. Hashtag shorts. Oh, man. All right. Doc Fisher doesn't hold back on what happens when people start treating AI bots like humans. Love it. Treating bots as humans is starting to have indecent relationships. Doc Fisher breaks down why humanizing AI, personifying a thing that isn't a person, is more dangerous than it looks. I like A the best. Let's go with option 1. The caption currently says Bob and box instead of bots. Hell yeah, fix that too, buddy. I didn't even notice it. It's probably because I'm kind of multitasking. I'm trying to kind of, talk to you and do this at the same time. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better and better and better. It'll be alright. I really enjoy this. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why I enjoy this. Maybe it's because I hear somebody talking. Like, all the thoughts that are popping around in my head, I'm just blurting it out instead of just letting it bounce around in my head. All right, 7-second frame. Checks the gate matters. Visual proof that it actually landed. Yeah, I'm going to look at it and make sure it landed after you post it, buddy. You ain't got to worry about that. All right, so let's get this thing running. Fixing the errors, rebuilding the ASS, verifying bots, channel pre-flight. I like this beat a lot. All right. I'm pretty sure I transitioned the app work to, I transitioned the app work here. So there's overlay. I changed my nomenclature a little bit. So I say where it's working at and what it's doing. So app work. All right. We need to fix 2 problems. I tested the reward cash out process on the app in my emulator, and it closed the app. Second option, we changed the overall structure of the app, but we did not change the onboarding structure of the app. I wish we could put the API key in as like the first step of the app so that you could actually put in AI. I probably could, and I might do that. I don't know. It might be a little too complicated for some users. But if you put API key in the app and to start, and then you could have AI kind of chat with you on what your goals are and then form the app around that. That's what the future of phones are going to, by the way. You tell the phone what it is that you need it to do. I could do it theoretically. I could make it to where you put in API key and it starts asking you questions and makes the app based off of that. But or I could make it using my own API key, which I'm not going to do because it's going to cost me money. If I decide to monetize this app at some point, I might do that. It'd be worth the 10 cents per app install that it would cost me if I'm charging $5 for the app or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like what's the overhead on that? So $4.90 per app install would be kind of what the price would look like. But so here's the problem. We got two problems to fix here. I tested the reward cash out process on the app in my emulator, and it closed the app. Second option, we changed the overall structure of the app, but we didn't change the onboarding structure of the app. So it should be able to figure that out with that. I accidentally closed my work for the podcast work. I want to get that back up too. All right. Now let's check on progress here. It's already almost done. It's looking at it. It's looking at it and getting ready to upload it. It's uploading it right now, right this second. So let's get on old YouTube loaded up. There's my last video. Oh, you can check out the intro. I mean, you're gonna see you will have seen it on this video, but you can see how I made it here. I made it using Kling and Claude is how I made it. I like that, flying through space. That guy's pretty cool too. What's up? Just gonna kind of free. And then you got the ending here. If not, hey, keep clicking. You know what I'm saying? Good day. I like it. Hopefully you guys do too. If you got some suggestions on something to do better with it, let me know. Let's go to my. You know what? I need to go to studio. Studio. Let's go to content here. There's all the episodes. I'm not worried about you guys seeing who's next. I already talked to you about them. I didn't upload the one after that yet. Customization, content detection, content. Okay, so let's see. Shorts, maybe? There it is. Check it out. There it is. And my dog is snoring like crazy in there. You're right.
There's a lot of humans starting to treat these artificial things.
There you have it.
I just call everything bots.
Yep. So, you know,
bots as humans.
Mm-hmm. It's dangerous as hell. It's dangerous as hell what it's doing here. So hopefully you guys got some value out of that. I mean, like I said, I know it's kind of a ramble. I'm just working. If you want some type of explainer video, if you'd like to see me build some of this stuff from scratch, like I'm gonna try to start transitioning my work in here into the studio so you guys can see me work. I'll pull up the suit editor. I don't know how good the suit editor is going to be on this in this context, because even with having that bigger screen, it is still harder to see than a laptop sitting right in front of me where the screen's right there. My other setup, I've got two monitors and a computer and a laptop, and I have one computer loaded up on this monitor, one computer loaded up on this monitor, and then my laptop screen. So I keep, you know, this one will be making the app, this one will be editing a video, and then I'll be working on the suit editor on this one. I know multitasking is a good enemy of productivity, but I think that Jax sound like he's dying in there. You okay, buddy? Anyways, I know multitasking, so this might be a clippable moment. Multitasking is the enemy of productivity, or it has been for years. Anytime you try to complete multiple tasks at the same time, you get easily distracted, you lose focus, and you're not able to get things completed. The thing about AI is you can have multiple streams of work going simultaneously and not lose focus because you've got a summation of all your work right there in the chat history. So AI takes time to complete tasks. So if you set up the prompt to begin the task on one computer or one screen on your computer, then go to another workflow, read through the problem again to familiarize yourself with what needs to happen, get that prompt running, switch to another screen, you can actually easily get through 3, 4, sometimes even 5 workflow streams simultaneously. And you might not have the AI running nonstop. The more tasks you do, like the less likely it is that you're going to have you're going to complete the task that you're on before you get back to the initial task. But still, it helps with the workflow. Like, it helps manage the downtime. There's no point in, if you've got a bunch of stuff you got to get done digitally, a bunch of tasks to do with AI, there's no point in saying, I want to focus solely on this, running a prompt and waiting. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. So if you can work like it's a little harder for the mental capacity. I literally feel drained when I get done working, just because of all the different thoughts that I have working simultaneously. But AI takes a lot of that workload off. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more of this, like, comment, subscribe is the main thing. Please subscribe. Share. I will start getting some clips out. You saw how I made the clip editor. Next video, I'll probably think of a simple app. If you got some comments comment below what app you want to see, or I'll actually put in the description. Give me an app that you'd like to see built. Something that might not be, I mean, even if it is kind of complicated, it don't matter. We'll get started on it. And again, if you want to come on the podcast, anythingandnothingpodcast.com/b-a-guest, log on there. Make sure you guys subscribe on anything and nothing podcast. So if you go to youtube.com /@anythingandnothingpodcast, you'll get to the Anything and Nothing podcast, or you can just go to anythingandnothingpodcast.com/listen, click on the YouTube one, and it'll take you straight to the page, and subscribe for me. I'm at 20 subscribers. Thank you, Dustin, for being number 20. I appreciate you. And he actually did subscribe. He told me, because of that man right there. So Dustin actually likes philosophy, and that guy right there is super interesting. I will have him back on. Dr. Fisher, thank you for coming on. Mr. Love, thank you for bringing Dr. Fisher into my life. I appreciate that. I don't think I'm forgetting anything right now. What I'm going to go do is I'm going to go eat lunch. And then I'm actually going to take the time to load my suit builder and all the stuff that I'm working on my laptop on this computer, so I can start recording that work too. And I'll just keep pumping out videos. Like I said, got nothing better to do. I mean, I'm working. I might as well record the work. I might as well talk through the thought process with some of the work that I'm doing. Next week, I will do some videos on actual optimization, AI optimization. I'm almost done with the AI or not the AI website. My website's been done. I mean, I'm redoing my website. That's my website, HeastonInnovations.com, if you guys want to check it out. I do have an optimization scan tool for businesses. You can run your business through the optimization scan tool to see how your business stacks up from an AI perspective. It gives you a score. It gives you some things that you can do to improve your score. But what I was talking about is I'm working on this right here, paulthedesigner.com. This is the main thing that I'm trying to get done now. I've got another business in the queue that wants a website for their it's an Indian restaurant in Florida. That's next in the queue. I've got a website I'm pretty much done on. I need to get with Dylan. I'm making a website for him. He's a realtor. It's my first what do they call this thing? A cinematic website. So this is my first cinematic website. It's pretty cool. That's Camden. So more to come on that. I've got that website done. I need to get with him and get his domain finished and everything like that. But again, like, this is what I'm working on now. When you click build a suit, you're going to be able to actually start building a suit, and you'll be able to see a preview live rendering here. It looks like crap right now. I hate to even show you. That's what I'm working on fixing. Actually, that's not too bad, but I'm working on fixing the what it looks like. Then you'll be able to come to the fabrics tab. This is the part that I haven't even touched yet. You'll be able to come to the fabrics tab and change the fabrics out. These are fake fabrics, but I'm gonna have his actual fabrics loaded up so you can actually play with the design and kind of get a preview of what it's gonna look like. And then you'll be able to actually check out and pay for it, and then you'll get a hand-tailored suit from Thailand. Now, the other thing is custom clothes is coming too. They've made all this different type of clothes. I'm gonna make a shirt section so you can make custom shirts. I'll wear a custom shirt on the next episode too, because Sam hooked me up with some shirts. I bought some shirts last time I was in Thailand. So they make custom shirts. They make custom trousers. They make jackets. They make obviously they make suits and tuxedos. They've made wedding dresses. They make pajamas, man, whatever you want. They've actually made custom clothes for I'm not sure what the guy's reasoning for wanting this custom clothes is, but he drew it out on paper what he wanted his clothes to look like, sent them the designs, picked the fabrics, and they made it. That's what I'm saying. Like, these guys can make whatever clothes you want. And the thing about custom tailored clothes, man, custom tailored clothes, it fits your body. Like it's not like, you know how some jeans are too tight in some areas and too loose in other areas, or shirts might be a little saggy and something. Like it's not like that. It fits your body perfectly. So more to come on that. But outside of that, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe. That's the main thing that I need help with. But I'll see you guys later. I'll probably record another video later today, just working through the suit builder once I get it loaded to Steven. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you have a good day. Appreciate y'all.